So here we are at the Laui. We've parked the car at the parking space over here, and this is a play area, and this is the Thur river, which starts in the fields up here that we're going to walk through. Plenty of snow at the moment, but that is thawing, and it will thaw fairly fast this year. The mountain here is the Santis. You can see the building on top with the chimney. This is a very large weather station that a lot of the meteorological information for Switzerland and for Europe is collected there. Dropping down from the other side of the weather station is a cable car that you can catch at Swiss Alps. When we get further up, I will also show the direction behind me. We will be looking into the sun, but in that direction is the Churfirsten, a row of peaks that are also particularly beautiful. Better in the morning for this view, but this is lovely in the afternoon here, looking in this direction. I'm with a mountain bike tourer. I don't know how far they've gone. Well, I didn't think of this very cleverly. I'm just wearing Skechers today, so it's not going to be particularly great if I have to walk through a lot of snow, but I don't mind. Here you can see the Churfirsten in this direction. Also occasionally snapping a picture or two. Apologies if that's annoying. I've been here plenty of times. Just come here today to show you, but it doesn't matter how many times I've been here. There's beautiful photos every time. So there are farmers farming up here. I see that there are a couple of cars over there somewhere at the moment, so that the farmers are still maybe coming in or out occasionally. And believe it or not, underneath us there is a continuation of a gravel path road and it does run around in a loop over there, just underneath the hillside where the green tractor is parking, and back then over here where the orange posts are. So I'm just going to walk around that loop and hope that you enjoy the scenery that is the Laui. Well, I've officially got snow in one of my shoes. Have a look back where I'm walking, what I'm walking through. Sorry to sweep around like this. I just want to get a couple of pictures while I'm here, because it is looking especially beautiful today with that deep blue sky. So sometimes the camera is looking down a little bit. It's a natural reaction, I think, to adjusting to looking downwards myself, that the hand carrying the gimbal sort of follows a little bit and ends up tilting the camera down. It's not intentional. Look at how pure and clear that water is. And just set the camera down for a couple of minutes of bubbling river. And onwards we go. There are several hiking paths from here, through here. They go up to the peak of the Santis. They go up and over in this direction as well. Also all up around in these mountains over here. I've not actually done any of them as yet, but might have a look at one or two this year. The walking paths, the winter walking paths, are also already open. I saw on the sign at the parking area, they're all open. That includes paths up to the top of the Santis, I believe. So, yeah, interesting. Don't know that I would be able to do a path up to the top of the Santis. I think there's probably locations alongside that path or along that path that would not fit in with my fear of walking along edges of cliffs where a slip and a fall means certain death. It's just not my thing. Okay, since the snow has melted, yeah, actually I prefer to walk on snow than on the mud. So let's come back to the footprints here. You see I'm walking into the wells that have been left by previous walkers. Oh, a tree just came down. Boom. Wow. Now, I do hear somebody working with a chainsaw over there, and he's just felled a very decent sized tree. We are going to be walking directly in that area, so we might be lucky and see them continuing work. Back onto dry ground. If that is not one of the most beautiful views in the world, then, wow, I'll eat my camera. It's lovely in that direction as well, but it's when you get to here and you start looking back that you also get just a stunning landscape. It really is absolutely beautiful. so wet. When I walk on the grass like this here, it just completely drenches my shoes. Water just flows in, so that grass and moss is holding a lot of moisture. You can see here that the tractor has come out of one of these farm buildings and made solid tracks along to where he's been going up and down and felling some of the trees. We can see there several trees have been felled at the bottom of the hillside there, and we can see his tracks that he's used. We can also see a couple of logs here that he's already cleared and pulled down, and then new tracks are running along over the bridge here, and he's clearly working this area up here now where I just saw a tree come down. I don't know if I managed to catch that in the video. I know that the noise of it landing was caught on film, but maybe not loud enough to hear. Something that we'll find out when I get home and edit. But he's been, yeah, he must be dragging his trees. You can see the two trees that are felled there. I don't know if that was one of the ones that he just felled or not. And it looks like he's been dragging them down through here and across here, maybe to I can see now there's a lot of trees sitting over there, so he's been pulling them across the farm over to this area. This is private farmland that we're on. One of the joys of Switzerland is that you have the legal right to pretty much walk anywhere, and that includes over private properties like this. There's an established right of way. It's not a country where you see, there's our farmer there, it's not a country where you see frequent signs saying trespassers will be shot and things like this, because you're not trespassing, you are just using your legal right of way. It looks like he's climbing in, so let's watch him drag a tree or two down. That's an interesting interlude for a video. This is like the premise of the channel as well. The world is not an Instagram set. It's not all just perfect scenery. It's not perfect moments, perfect glimpses, no one else in the footage, nothing normal happening. You'll note that I don't have pictures of me standing in front of this mountain waving at the camera, oh look where I have been. This is the real world. Real things happen. A tractor drags two trees off of the mountainside where the farmers just felled them. real things happen in the real world. It's going to be interesting when he turns here. Those trees are going to have to drag over the rock, or will they drag around the rock? It looks like they will drag around the rock. I mean, they're probably very, very heavy, but as the tractor pulls, they turn around the rock. That's fascinating. By all accounts, it appears to just be a single worker, a single farmer, felling these trees by himself, securing them for the tractor, dragging them. That's amazing. It's a lot of work. That's clever. So he's let some slack onto the rope so that he can get himself to ground where he's got more traction, and then he'll stop letting that slack out and start pulling again. Okay, he's winching the trees in. This is fascinating for me. Okay, so winches the trees in, and then he'll presumably start driving again with more traction. And gave a nice friendly wave. John Deere tractor. And he'll be intending to drag that across. He seems to be unchaining the trees now. Maybe he's going to leave them there, or maybe he's just securing them again. We'll see him from this angle up here in a minute anyway. It kind of looks like he may have unhitched the trees. Not sure. He has done a lot of work when you see the amount of trees that he's got sitting up here. He is driving again, but he's not dragging any trees with him now. So he's left them there. Possibly he'll pull those over in the morning. I imagine that he wants to knock off for the day. Sun is coming down. Won't be long until it's past that ridge over there, and this valley will likely be cold and dark. Definitely pulled over a lot of trees. He's got a lot of sawn timber here ready to go, ready to be collected and taken off to a mill. Smells fantastic. Now let's look back across at the farms and at the mountain. In spring, summer, autumn, it's really lovely to also walk along the river here, over there, rather than walking on these main paths. And there's beautiful rocks along the river and these pine trees, and you can really just sit yourself down and have a very nice peaceful picnic next to the river. And here we have the Churfirsten coming back into view. So that's where we walked over. We walked up here past the pine trees there and to the shed after crossing the bridge, and then we've walked across. I can see some people in the distance there. I'm not sure if that's a mountain biker that I saw earlier or whether it's a hiker. Right, that is the girl on the mountain bike. So she has probably done a loop higher up, which I've not done before. I'm sure that's spectacular to go behind this hill over here where he was felling his trees. So I'll have to try that sometime, going this direction up here and behind the hill and then back down to here. That will be an interesting experiment. She looks to have turned around and is now riding back up the hill. Rather than down the hill towards me. Okay, so I hear our forestry worker driving his car along the road behind me now. So let's just stop over here on the side, let him go past, make a photo. It's a shame that there's a green Robbie dog bin in the way there. Robbie dog is, these are bins for, well, dog shit, obviously. They have little plastic bags tucked in the side, and everyone in Switzerland will always collect their dog shit and put it into a Robbie dog bin because that's the right thing to do. And here's a dog now. Wow, he really chased a stick. That's a huge stick to be chasing. And so now back to the car park. Now the car park area here, you do have to pay, and don't forget to pay, because if you don't pay the 5 franc parking fee, I think that's 5 francs for 24 hours basically. If you don't pay that 5 franc parking fee, it's very possible that you will get back to your car and find a ticket for 20 or 40 francs on it. It is private property, so I mean, we're walking over people's farmland, over their private property, we're parking on their private property, and it's only fair that that you pitch in and help them pay for the upkeep and the maintenance of the area. In season, well, I'm pretty sure from spring right through to autumn, this building at the playground here is a kiosk selling ice creams and things like that, and drinks as well, I'm sure. And the play area is really lovely. The river wraps around it. It's very, very safe, very shallow, and kids have a great time paddling and swimming in the river here. It can be extremely hot in this area in summer, so you really want to cool down, and it's lovely. The river is absolutely beautiful and clean. In amongst the playground there are several grilling areas or barbecues and fire pits, and they're free to use, of course, and you just pop along with your sausages and bits and pieces and throw it onto the grill there and cook up a feast. And there's several areas to sit with picnic tables and picnic banks or banks, park banks and things like that to sit on. And there is a toilet of sorts. It's a portaloo, I think, from memory, inside this little wooden building over here. There's one car parked over there behind the tree. Aside from that, it's just me. So yeah, this is it. This is Laui. Underrated, unknown, and only visited by local Swiss who are in the know. 99% of Swiss people that I've brought here have also never heard of it and completely stunned when they arrive. It's a lovely spot. Don't post it on Instagram. We don't want that happening. But definitely a lovely place. So I hope that you enjoyed the walk, and see you on the next video.